Well, hi. Budget Comics back again. We have our story of two figures once again. I've been kind of getting into these a little bit, finding some cheap figures that are kind of cool. Our first here on the left is the Blob from the X-Men X-Force series, and this is a cool figure. This costs, I don't know, $6 or something like that. His action is he has a big rubbery belly, so it's kind of a cool figure like that. I've always, even as a kid, I love these bigger figures. So I've liked that. And his weapons are a chicken leg and a ham bone, and I always found that very comical. So if you see this in your local comic book store, it's just a fun little thing to have on your desk or something like that. And then the one on the right is Legends of Batman figure. This is the very first Nightwing figure ever in his older style costume, the yellow and blue. If you're a fan of the character who's heating up, you can still get this relatively cheap. This isn't in the best condition, but it's still, the bubble's intact, and there's some little shelf wear here. But it was like $12. I think you can get a mint one for $25. So, if you're a fan of that character, you can get a really nice piece of memorabilia that might have some worth to it later, but even if it doesn't, a very nice piece for, 25, $20. So maybe well worth the investment there. Moving on, we're going to do a little something. I'm going to try this every video that I do here, and this will be a budget graphic novel. And this is Gotham Central. I got it, volume 5, and this is Dead Robin. And this was kind of one of the most popular storylines in this series, and I got this for $7, and it's brand new. And I've looked online; you can find copies of this for $5-6 with shipping. And it's $18 retail, so you're getting a deal there. And with Gotham heating up and this series kind of catching a little heat too, this was really one of the more celebrated storylines. The whole series is good, but these kids start showing up in Robin costumes, and it's a neat storyline on kind of how it goes. And so if you're into the Gotham PD, the Gotham series, and the kind of the supporting cast of Batman, this is a great series to pick up, and this is a great graphic novel to start. You don't need a lot of backstory. They make it very accessible from the very first issue of the run. Next we have, this is one of my oddball characters, but also something I really like. As I mentioned, I like wrestling and pro wrestling in some of my past videos, and this is the first appearance of the Unlimited Class Wrestling Federation, which the Thing joins, which is like superpower WWF. And this is the first appearance of Demolition Dumpy, who becomes D-Man. Who I think eventually dies, but D-Man, Demolition Man, was this silly character that kind of became Cap's sidekick and kind of the underdog, became an Avenger. He kind of rooted for him, and just a fun little character and fun storyline to this Thing series when he became a professional wrestler. Next we have Teen Titans number 33, the new Teen Titans number 33, and this is the first appearance of Triton. But as I said, I like these standalone issues, and this is one of my favorites. I'm not going to give much away. Little spoiler. I mean, it's not a super shocker or anything, but it has a nice little twist at the end. You could probably find it in the dollar bin. Trident, I don't know. He's probably a C-level Teen Titan villain, but mostly known for this issue. So worth picking up if you like a good read, and especially if you're fans of Teen Titans. Next we have Spider-Woman number 2. This is the first modern appearance of Morgan Le Fay. She was recently in the Spider-Man Web Warriors cartoon, the Halloween special, and she's popped up from time to time. This is it's probably past $1 book just because Spider-Woman series is kind of caught on a little bit, but you could probably still find this for $2. If you're a fan of that series. Next we have What If number 1. And I think I got this for $10. Now, this was a while ago, but with the Spider-Verse stuff kind of catching on, this is kind of the first appearance of the idea of a Spider-Verse, where in this particular universe, Spider-Man joins the Fantastic Four, and they become the Fantastic Five. The first issue goes a little different. And this, of course, this is the first issue of the What Ifs of any What If series, so it's kind of cool there too. But if you see this, this is a fun book. If you're a Marvel fan, this is a fun book to have. But it's also, if you're a Spider-Man fan, this is kind of the first mention or an idea of a Spider-Verse. Next, we have Giant Size Defenders number 3. This first appearance of Korvac. I think you can still find this for around $5. Again, I said, I think he's the next big villain to come out of the Guardians of the Galaxy and Avenger franchises. So worth picking up now. He actually just shows up as kind of a throwaway character in this issue. The Grandmaster, and I forget who he challenges, goes a game against, but it's the Defenders against his champions, and Korvac's one of these guys he pits against the Defenders. Howard Duck, number 13. I bought this over number 12. I'm not a big fan of cameos. I like full appearances. And with Howard Duck picking up, this is one of the more key issues of his run, and you could probably still find this for under $10 in good shape. And this is the first appearance of Kiss, the rock group, in comics. So if you get a chance, pick this up. Howard the Duck's popular, and of course Kiss is always fairly popular. Next we have X-Men number 5, and this is the first appearance of Maverick. And with the Deadpool movie coming out, I just think that this character might show up, and you can find this in the dollar bin. I know he sort of showed up in the Wolverine Origins movie. That's a whole nother thing with the Agent Zero and everything like that. So, worth picking up. Another oddball book, We 3. Just really weird Grant Morrison, Frank Quitely stuff. There's a government program where they turn household pets into weapons of mass destruction, and it's I forget how long the series ran, but it's just I think like 4 issues. Just a really weird book, but different. If you're into different, worth picking up. New Warriors volume, I want to say 3. Number 1. With the Civil War talk, this is kind of an issue that when the Civil War came out that we don't think about a lot. And this is Zeb Wells, Scotty Young art, who's become fairly popular. And what this is where the New Warriors become reality stars, which directly ties to the Civil War. So, if you're into the Civil War, this is kind of a neat book. It's also not a bad storyline. Not great, but not a bad storyline. Probably find it in the dollar bin. Deadpool number 42, and this is kind of an overlooked issue. It was popular at one time, but I don't think as much anymore. And this is an all-silent issue. It, of course, parody from the G.I. Joe series. I want to say it was 21. The Snake Eyes cover. And this was when they were doing the whole Nuff Said storyline, where all the Marvel books that month were silent issues. It's actually kind of a funny story, even without words. So, if you get a chance, pick it up, and you probably get it for a few dollars. And with Deadpool again heating back up, this is one of the issues of the first series that's kind of forgotten about now. Gravity number 1. Just quick, Gravity's a really neat character, and they've tried to give him different pushes, and he will be showing up in the Ultimate Spider-Man series. Again, with the Deadpool series coming out. I don't think we should sleep on this book. This is New Mutants 87, of course, first appearance of Cable. You know, I just have a feeling he might show up. And you could probably find this for a decent price and decent shape. Uncanny X-Men number 248, and I just throw this in as kind of my creator spotlight. You know, this is the first Jim Lee art and on the X-Men, and this has gone down in price. I mean, this used to be a $20 book. You can find this for like $5 now. So, you know, well worth the pickup if you get a chance. And, you know, just always a nice book to have. Really awesome cover, cool colors. If you get a chance, pick it up. And if you're one of those second print guys, there is a second print of this. I don't buy second prints. It just is against my nature. I understand there's some value there. But there is a second print out there. I think it's like a gold tint. I don't remember, but I know I've seen it. So if you're into the second prints, this is not a bad one to have. All right, that's all for now. Like if you like. I'm going to post again if you don't. So, all right. Bye.